My research started from two ironic phenomena. Parents allowing their children to watch YouTube with smartphone in the restaurants, and parents restricting their children using smartphone at home. As media and technologies are advanced, younger and younger children have more chance to enjoy them at home. However, more and more parents are confused and lost to guide their children regarding media and technology. Parents' perspective in a digital media technology-rich society. This topic is important for both parents and children's psychosocial well-being. Parents are concerned or sometimes anxious about children's media use, and young children need appropriate guidance from their parents for their future well-being. My research questions are: how do parents perceive children's digital literacy practices in the homes? And how do parents mediate or guide their children with media or digital technologies in the homes? My case is one of my friends in South Korea who has a 4-year-old daughter. She has similar concern about her daughter using smartphone or media. I asked her for the consent on this topic, observing her and her daughter for 2 days and interviewing my friend based on what I have observed. She joyfully accepted my request and I started building my study case. On my research, what I have observed and interviewed will be analyzed with previous article. The research Young Children's Digital Literacy Practices in the Homes by Christina Kumpulainen and Julia Gillen summarizes recent knowledge in young children's digital literacy practices in the homes. Research targets are young children aged from 0 to 8, and they search previous studies with keywords young child and media and home or family. 42 valid articles between 2016 and 17 were found. They applied Green's 3D model of literacy to analyze the researches. In addition to original Green's model, the researchers modified the model according to current environment with technology. There are 3 dimensions: operational, cultural, and critical, which help us understand literacy. Operational dimension includes decoding and encoding digital texts and using software and hardware to read, write, and communicate. Cultural elements are related to meaning-making systems, which entails understanding culture practice and culture science embedded in acts of meaning-making. Critical element is to engage critically with literacies, be active agency, and transform and product culture. I will first introduce the results of the research and then apply results to my observation and interview. Then conceptual analysis of the reviewed literature based on Green's 3D model will be discussed. There are 3 areas of magnificent findings in relation to young children's digital literacy practices in the home. However, in this research, I would focus on first topic with parents' perspective. A1. Many parents see digital technologies and media as positive but challenging at the same time. A2. Parents are not always aware of the range of children's online activities and skills. A3. Benefits of children's digital activities are less straightforward to parents than seeing the risks. A4. Parental mediation includes co-use, active mediation, restrictive mediation, supervision, technical safety, and guidance. A5. Parental mediation is linked with the number and nature of media devices in the home and the parent's gender, education, cultural, socio-economic background, computer, internet skills, and attitudes. Researchers figure out many parents see digital technologies and media as positive but challenging at the same time. Brito and his colleagues discovered the diverse perception of parents on young children and digital technology even within the same families. Learning new skills, keeping children occupied, exposing them to new knowledge, entertainment sources, and the opportunities to be creative have been found to be advantages among the parents of 0 to 3-year-olds. However, 1/4 of parents were worried about children being dependent on them. My friend also agrees with the idea. She says that it's positive oftentimes when her daughter watches videos from YouTube and learn languages and attitudes from them. Her daughter's favorite animation describes a girl's daily life who is in her age. She imitates and plays like the character. Also, she often applies skills or knowledge that she learned from the video. However, my friend concerns about her daughter being too dependent on media or technology. She expresses her stress deciding on how many hours she should allow for her daughter to watch media a day. The research is on the parents' awareness of their young children's online practices, which focus on operational dimension, have not been sufficiently investigated. My friend is quite confident on acknowledging the range of digital activity of her daughter, since the activities are normally practiced with her smartphone. Furthermore, she stays near her daughter and helps her daughter operating smartphone or television. However, she was quite surprised when her daughter imitated using YouTube fluently only after watching her using it. Current review reveals that parents tend to identify more opportunities in children's digital activities than documented earlier. Still, concerns over risks are still present. My friend agrees that there are many useful videos with diverse topics and more effective in learning than books. However, she sees a danger because her daughter is yet too young to control herself in media use. Parental mediation styles in relation to young children's digital literacy practices in the home are diverse. One example is from a study by Van Christium and Van Stensel, Regulation, Guidance, and Space. I observed my friend mediating with all three methods, but mostly guidance. She engages or responds actively to her daughter while using media. For example, her daughter frequently asks certain words or situations on the videos, and she explains them gently to her daughter. Reversely, my friend asks questions to her daughter about the video contents when they watch together. My friend regulates the amount of time that her daughter can watch. However, she gives her daughter space in choosing the contents. Through observation, I discovered that even parents have different digital literacy and it affects their child. My friend's husband used technology more fluently than my friend. He bought an AI speaker and their daughter observed him using the speaker. After learning from her father, she is able to use AI speaker to play songs from Disney movies by herself. However, the research discovered that demographic correlations with children's technology use are weakening in some areas. Model, cultural dimension was a dominant focus in research literacy. Through application of the analysis to my friend's case, we investigated how parents perceive their children's digital literacy practices in the homes and how parents feel when mediating and guiding children to use media and technologies. Parents see media and technology as both benefit and risk for their children. Also, they show diverse attitudes in mediation. Furthermore, children's digital literacy was dependent on family socioeconomic or cultural background. This research is meaningful in a way that summing up current researches and showing parents' psychosocial reactions regarding children's digital literacy practices in home. Still, there was a limitation where the case study has not enough data size and it was general summary of recent researches, not focusing on one psychosocial topic. My next question is how do teachers feel using media and technology in education? When I did a practice at one Finnish kindergarten, children used to play YouTube videos and dance. However, it was not allowed all the time. Therefore, I would like to investigate on how early childhood education and care teachers perceive media and technologies and how they feel when applying these tools to educate children. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Here are references. If you have any feedbacks, I would like to reflect it on my assignments. Thank you.